Alrighty, we're live sooner than I wanted to be. I accidentally hit the button. I was trying to get out from under this bridge. I didn't want to start the stream with a bunch of noise where people can't even hear me. I just realized you probably can't hear me anyways. I don't even know if my audio's on. Can you hear me now? Anyways, I didn't want to start under this bridge. One, because the noise, and two, I wanted to drift past it with some baits in the water. So I'm gonna mute it for a second. Just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna fire it up. All right, mute it for about 30 seconds. All righty, ready to drop baits down. Yeah, I just wanted to get away from that bridge some so I could talk and be heard. Looks like everything's good. Got the green light. Uh, oh, I forgot to get my rod holder. We'll put this in the back for the rear holder. All right, we're in business. At least I think we are. Welcome in. See a couple more people came in. For the front one, we got some chicken, a rattle trap. And we're off. Uncle Dawn, welcome in. How are you? I just got out here. Got a very late start. I meant to be out here hours ago. But things don't go as planned for me. I'm actually in a real good spot right now. But I don't know if that's going to matter. All right here, all along the bank, is a flat. It's like 5 feet deep. Comes out like 30 feet from the bank. And then the channel edge is pretty much about right where I'm sitting. All right, we got one down. Let's get this other one. Actually, let's get the balloon out because that's the one that always gets the action. Oh, we got a tangle. Haven't even got started fishing yet. We got a tangle. I've been hearing sirens for like the past 40 minutes. Something's going on. Well, you guys can watch that raw while I fiddle with this tangle. Alrighty, we're on Tangle. We'll see how long that lasts. I'll quit jumping around, guys. As soon as I get these lines out, I'll sit still and the camera won't be as shaky. I got one out the back suspended under the balloon, and then we'll have two out the front. To get them one and two out the front, it takes some doing, so I gotta be jumping around. And that's it. We'll just set that there and wait for a 50-pound catfish to rip it out of the holder. Just getting my jingles. Getting my audible alert. Alrighty. And on this one, similar setup. We got our bait. Trying to get it to hold still so I could take a screenshot later on if I need a thumbnail for this live. But like I was saying, similar setup. Instead of the rattle trap, we got the actual rattle on there. And it's down. It's more shallow than I thought. I must be closer to that flat than I thought because it's pretty much, it was on bottom in a matter of seconds. How's everybody doing today? All right, we got the two out the front. And one out the back. Just got to clip a bell on it and get it untangled. That would definitely get it ripped out of the rod holder. Got the line wrapped around the reel. We'll let a little bit more line out and get it away from the boat. All right. Next time you guys hear the bell, you know what's up. Trim that tail. Your tagging is like an inch long. Does that bother you, Kevin K? We're just out here for fun, killing time and enjoying the day. Tagging's an inch long. There's about a dozen other things I'm sure everyone can find problems with also. We're just out here having some fun. As you can tell with the dark demons. Welcome in, Rob Wilson. X the Destroyer. Hello, welcome. How does it go from 60 people to 30 people in the blink of an eye? I wonder if that icon at the top that tells you how many people, if that's even accurate or if it's an exact representation. I can't ever catch a break with this wind. When I was getting things ready and tied up, the wind had me all the way over on that bank into the weeds. So I come over here on this side extra far to compensate, and now the wind's actually pushing me this way. Hurry up and wait. That's the name of the game. Oh, getting a little bite in the back. Fish jump. Now 54, Uncle Don says. Yeah, Uncle Don, that Channel Cat tournament Saturday, it started off for me not well, running late, and then I get almost to the river and realize I don't have a charging pack to charge my phone, and my phone was already like half dead. And then the dip bait I was using, since that was one of the rules, had to be dip bait. What was it, dip bait, shrimp, or cut bait? I didn't have time to catch any cut bait, so shrimp and dip bait is what we used. And that dip bait was about 12 years old. It was been in my John boat since before my kid was born, and he's 10 years old. So you want to talk about some stinky stuff? Woo! My kid went to smell it, and he couldn't smell it. It was too far away from him. So I stuck it closer, and he took an even deeper breath, and he about puked. I about puked from laughing so hard. Jerry, how are you? Rustum tea? It is river? Yeah, this is a river, a high river. Main channel. We're just waiting on a bite. We just got started about 10 minutes ago. Dropped some lines down. I wanted to be out there drifting through them pillars, but instead we're drifting, going through these ones here, which it's real shallow. That's why I didn't want to go through this way. I might fire the engine up if we get too far off course. I need to check my depth. Shoot, it's deeper than I thought. Nah, we were only a couple feet off bottom. Anyone do any fishing today? $66 people in here. Where's everybody watching from? Drop your state. Where y'all from? And while you guys do that, dropping where you're from. Oh, and hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. Double tap that screen. Give me some likes, and so we get some viewers, and I keep fishing. I get a decent crowd, I'll catch some fish and keep it going for a while. But while you guys drop where you're from, I got a little story. Well, first off, I was running hours late. I meant to be out here like before noon, and I had one easy job and one medium job, and that medium job turned into a nightmare and got me hours behind. But that's not the story. The story is I get to the boat ramp and I see all these cars, and I'm like, dang it, must be a bass tournament or some kind of tournament going on. But then I realized none of these cars have a trailer. I'm like, what's going on, And I get ready back down the ramp, and I hear someone yell, "Hey, hey, ho, ho!" So I stop naturally, looking, and I see this lady coming up to me with an easel, and she's like, "Can you wait a minute?" And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll wait. I thought she just meant because she wanted to cross behind me. So I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem, go ahead. And she's like, oh, thanks. We'll only be about 30, 40 minutes and we'll be done. I'm like, done? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's, she goes on telling me how they're doing this painting. Heather, how are you? She says she's doing okay. Cool, cool. Which state is it? Ohio River, Ohio, the state of Ohio, Rusty. Or Rustam, Rustam. We'll just call you Rust. How about that? But anyways, we're in Ohio. But these people, and there's a whole like a dozen of them. They're on the boat ramp and on the dock painting like a class or something, and they want me to wait on them until they're done painting. And I explained to him, I said, I'm sorry, I only have so much time. I can't sit and wait for you guys to get done painting. And yeah, I was nice about it, but at the same time, I'm thinking, geez, what's this? What do you want me to wait for the paint to dry too? Like, get real. Anyways, I explained I can't wait. And yeah, there's like 10 people on the ramp, like 5 or 6 people on the boat dock. And they gave me the dirtiest looks because, I'm putting in and with the wake hitting the dock and rocking the dock and stuff. And I said hi to like 2 or 3 of them, and they just snubbed me. Acted like I was in the wrong, me in the wrong, because I got a boat and I'm at the boat ramp trying to put in, but I'm the one that's doing wrong. They're got their easels set up on the docks and blocking the boat ramp painting, and they're mad because I wouldn't wait for them to finish painting. Like who, like who in the right mind would ask that of somebody? That's probably the wildest thing. Like the most oddball, not the wildest thing, but the most oddball, off the wall, out of place thing I've ever experienced at the boat ramp. It was crazy. I even tried to be nice and act, and I was interested in what they were painting, and I tried to look at one of the ladies painting, and she's like, and turns her easel away from me, like wouldn't let me see it. I'm like, I just laughed and drove away. I wanted to freaking full throttle it, and freaking soak them all with water, but I don't do stuff like that no more. I try to keep my cool. All right, we're drifting. We're drifting good. Look how quick shoot. We're probably moving like close to 2 mile an hour. If I don't get a snag drifting this close, like 2 feet from this pillar, it'll be a miracle. Because there's so many trees and debris and probably cars and shopping carts and bicycles all stuck at the base of this pillar. I know you guys don't have that great of a view, but bear with me for about 30 seconds and we'll be out of this area. And you guys will have your view back. Big Dog says he hears a Philly accent. Definitely not. You couldn't pay me to live in Philly. Oh, Lordy, no. Stuff I see on TV, and it ain't fake, it's real. Like, what's that one town? Kingston? Kingston, I think. It's like the worst of the worst. I wouldn't believe the stuff that's happening there if I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. But yep, nope, not Philly. It's Ohio. Ohio. I mean, you could be picking up a PA accent. I mean, I can be in Pennsylvania in 10 minutes. I'm in Ohio. Here's Ohio. Here's West Virginia. And over that hill, about 10-minute drive, is Pennsylvania. and about a 2-hour boat ride is Morgantown that way. Well, probably more like 3 hours. 2-hour boat ride that way is Pittsburgh. Back. All right, I think it's good now. Well, not my chat. My video froze. Skeeter, welcome in. How you doing? Matt B, welcome in. Jack, welcome. See who else we got in here. Bunch of people. Drive fast on the jet ski. We will if we don't get any bites. If we don't get any bites, I actually normally start like a mile up there and drift through here. But I said last time I'm gonna pick up where I left off because the bites always get good right around these bridges and right down in front of that wharf. The bite picks up, and then I gotta go because it's dark or I gotta get back to work. Always on a time clock. Today, the only time clock is the sun setting. But we're gonna do this drift under these bridges, past the waterfront. There's a creek that flows out that's real good. If we'll drift past there, and if nothing pops off, no bites, we will drive fast to get the heck out of this area. We got the dock demons. Anyone that came in, we're out just messing around for fun. We got 3 dock demons, 2 in the front and 1 out the back. The one on the back is on a balloon. And the 2 front ones are suspended off bottom, a couple cranks, well, more than a couple cranks with them little kitty rods, more like 20 cranks. Get you a few feet up off bottom. Skeeter says it's raining here, but I'm still going live tonight catfishing. Cool, Skeeter. You're live a good bit. When I'm home, if I'm looking online to watch someone and no one's live, it's usually a guarantee that you are. Or Bank Fishing Adventures. You guys are hardcore. What time you going live, Skeeter? Everyone in here can check out Skeeter. He does catfishing. Heather giving a fish call, the kitty call. Here, fishy kitty kitty. Meow meow. I tried catching some shad. I always say I use chicken because I don't have time. Oh, we got a bite. Fish on, yo. Well, the balloon popped back up. Is it on there still? Oh, yeah, it's on there. Yeah, boy. Tighten that drag a little. I keep it loose because you never know when a monster is going to bite. First fish. Pretty good. Let's see if we can land it. I got to get turned around here. Bear with me. Whoa, line's getting loose. Getting slack in it. Man, I need a swivel seat on this thing. It's a channel cat. I can tell. Little guy. Y'all see it? In case it gets off. Sometimes it can be a little difficult landing these on the jet ski. We got her. Oh, I just wrapped that around that pole and got it tangled so bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. I ain't got a hold of you. First fish. Pretty quick. Let's see if we can repeat. Got a little fatty. Open. Say ah. I ain't no dentist, but I got some experience. Man, these circle hooks, I tell you, I love them, but at the same time, they can be very hard to get out. Whoa! I was trying to hold it up horizontal so you guys can get a good view. Thanks, Heather. Skeeter, 7 p.m. Eastern. God's time. Cool. All right, let's get rebaited. Dang, I don't have any bait on that hook. Well, I got one piece. I'm glad we caught that fish because I was out there fishing on credit for the most part. Because this is the triple hook rig. Alrighty, we need 2 pieces of bait. We got one on there still. You know, if we don't get any action on these front 2, I'm gonna put that on suspended. I'm gonna get a balloon and get one of these out away from the boat, like the one off the back, because I don't know what it is with that balloon, but that's the one that always gets all the fish. Shoot, my bait's gone. I had some bait sitting up here. Dang, seagull must have came and swiped it when I wasn't looking. That or one of them little chickadees. Them things are sneaky too. Hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. It keeps saying reconnect and my screen's going gray. I don't remember what I was saying now. My screen, I was in the middle of saying something and my screen went black and said reconnect. Well, it must not have been that important if I can't remember. That's how I see it. Hi, Ernest. Who's Ernest? Is River Rat 3030 Ernest? I gotta get rebait up on the back, so just hang tight. The camera's gonna be shaky for a second, and then I'll sit still. I promise. Just getting some bait on this back one, the one we just caught the fish on, so we can do a repeat. I added a swivel to this hook on the end because I've been losing a bunch of fish on the double and the triple hook rig, and I'm pretty sure it's because the fish are spinning and it twists the line until it's knotted up and tight. You know, it'll take a 1 foot section of line and twist it down to an inch, and then that hook just twists right out of the fish's mouth. So I kind of went crazy on the swivels. Uh, Alrighty, let's get this one back out here. This is how I set my depth. I just slide the balloon down the line until my sinker hits bottom, and then I slide it back this way. We're on a good drift now. We're right. I drifted through them 2. I wanted to drift through these 2, but we're on track now. This is right. The channel ledge runs right through here. You kind of got to do this slow too, because the friction will pop this balloon if you go too fast. All right, there's bottom. We'll give it a few cranks back the other direction. There we go. And then let some line out. You can't cast these balloons with 20-foot leaders. So what I do is I just go crazy ripping line. I just let it sit all on the back deck. Like right, I know it looks like a mess and a knot, but it'll work its way out. See? Loosen that drag. Whoa, I just about fell off the back of this thing. Get our jingle jingle. I bet you $1 this one gets the next fish. I don't know what it is with that balloon. But it works. Alrighty. Hurry up and wait. King Milo says, good luck, dude. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Where are you from, King Milo? Are you really a king? If so, can I be your friend? I've never been friends with a king. Let me scroll back up and check. River Rat is Ernest T. That's what I was checking. What do you mean you said you lost your car keys is what I heard. You talking to me, Skeeter? Merritt and Griffin, how many fish did I catch so far? Just one. I've only been out here about 25 minutes. We got one channel cat. We're getting a bite on the back when I hear the bells jingling. Dang, we're getting close to this bridge. Right when I said we're drifting good on the ledge, the wind changed and it's pushing us up on the bank again. But guess what? I don't care. I'm happy. I'm happy just to be out here. Where you going in a hurry, buddy? He's power walking. We're getting bites still on the back. The bells are jingling, but I ain't gonna worry about it until that balloon goes underwater, like Jaws, where they pull the barrels underwater. Then they're impressed. Heather with the kitty cat call again. Nasbert says, I like fishing. How many did you catch? Good luck, bro. I caught one. People in chat, feel free to answer people's questions, like when they ask how many did I catch, because I don't see stuff all the time. I miss about more than half the chat, because between fishing and my head being on a swivel, watching out for boat traffic and barge traffic, I miss a lot of chat. So feel free to answer questions, people that know the answers. River Rat saying he needs a ride like that at the cove. What, a jet ski or a kayak? We're due for a big fish because it's been a minute since we got anything to write home about. Yeah, kayaks are cool, but the people, as much accessories as people put on them and time and work, you might as well just buy a boat. I mean, when you have to trailer your kayak because it's so heavy because you got trolling motors and batteries and graphs and anchors, just buy a boat. Because then you're going to, when you have all that stuff, you're cramped for space. Now, if you just got a bare bones kayak with a couple rod holders on it and that's it, then yeah, that's fun. But when you overcomplicate stuff, it just gets too, takes the fun out of it. That's why I like to come out here on this jet ski. It's easy to hook up. I can grab the trailer with one hand, put it on the ball, roll out. When it's time to get out of the water, same thing, easy. Drive it up on, put some straps on it, roll out. You got a boat, it's 10 times much more work. You got to put stuff away, you got to button down the hatches, make sure all the stuff's out of the boat, nothing's going to blow out. And, you know, I get to the ramp after a night of fishing, it's 30 minutes minimum before I'm ready to actually pull out. But a jet ski, I'm out of there in 5 minutes. Or a kayak, pull up to the ramp, get out of the water, and leave. Simple. River Rat says he wants to hook up to a tank and let it pull you all over. Yeah, I've had some pull me on here. I had a 13-pound channel cat on this, and that thing, well, not this jet ski, a different one, but it pulled me. I don't know how fast I was going, but shoot, I bet you I was going at least 5 mile an hour. It was pretty wild. I thought I had a turtle just because of the way it was pulling me. Yeah, bank fishing's great. I love going up to the dam and bank fishing with, when they got the gates open and you hear the white water ripping and all you can hear is basically the water rushing through. This phone, it keeps saying reconnect. I gotta keep tapping reconnect. I got five. Does this video keep cutting in and out like the past 5 minutes? Because on my end, it keeps making me tap reconnect. And then when I do tap reconnect, it says, it shows the screen, the video, but it's grayed out and blurry. Just makes me wonder what you guys are seeing on your end. I mean, I know the video had to cut out because it went from 75 people to 10 people. Lickety split. Alrighty, I gotta get something to drink. We'll have a shaky screen for a few mementos. Oh, gotta stretch, 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 stretch. This bridge we're going under, I was probably 5 years old, maybe. But see how it's a great bridge? When you're walking, you look down, you can see the water. Well, I was at a daycare, daycare, and we had a field trip. We were all going to Domino's. The daycare was over there. Then we walk through town, and right on the other side of this bridge is Domino's Pizza. Well, guess what? 5-year-old me wouldn't walk across that bridge. I was terrified. There's probably 20 or 30 kids, all the counselors and kids, everyone crossed except for me. I'm standing over there, and I wouldn't dare step onto that bridge because I looked down and all I could see was the river underneath me. And it took some doing, probably like 10 minutes or so. And I don't know how, but the lady talked me into walking across with her, and I got me some Domino's pizza. But looking back on that now, it's so funny and hilarious that I wouldn't walk across the dang bridge. Yeah, it was doing circles. Yeah, thanks, Heather. I don't know why. I got 5G ultra wireless, it says on my screen, and 5 bars, and I had to type reconnect about 20 times in the past 25 minutes. And then when I do hit reconnect, it spins and spins and spins, and the video comes back, but the video is gray. It looks like there's like a piece of scotch tape on the lens. It's gray and blurry. And then at that point, I don't even know if people, what it looks like on your guys' end. It's kind of irritating. I had 75 people, and then it goes to 10 people because the dang phone won't keep signal. I do know this is a bad time to be trying to live stream because everyone's getting done work, everyone's out of school, and there's only so much bandwidth to be had. Here comes some wakes. Hold on. Oh, them are bigger than I thought. Yeehaw! Get it, get it, get it. Oh, them wakes got us all messed up. Our line's about to wrap around us from the back, the balloon. We're getting all tangled. It's trying to go under the bow of the boat. Dang it. Don't get hooked. It's getting tangled on that bow. The bow eye. Dang it. Oh, get off there. Alrighty, it's off. Alrighty then. I like when the balloon gets in the front because you can see all three now. Both down rods and the suspended. Which one's going to go down first? If I was a betting man, I would say it's the balloon. That's always the hot one. Wow, look at all them shad. I'm freaking ending it. Reconnecting again. Can you guys see that? Like right there, the water sparkling, that's all fish. They're taunting me. They knew I threw the freaking cast net for an hour earlier trying to catch shad. I threw it until my arm felt like it was about to fall off and said, "We're using chicken." "50 watching." Now it says 9. Now it says 46. Let's hit some likes, guys. I only see 18 likes. Hey, we got a fish, I think, because look at that balloon. I could be wrong, but usually when the balloon comes back to the boat, that means there's a fish on it. I don't know. The wind's blowing that way too. I think it's the wind. All right, time to check the bait because it's been pretty quiet up here. All right, we're getting some people back. 51. I keep losing signal. Keep having to type the screen and say reconnect. But anyone that just came in, welcome in. We got chicken because we couldn't catch any shad. Well, I should say not that I couldn't catch any shad. I ran out of patience trying to catch them. Overcast day like today is hard to see through the water to actually see them. And I don't got no finder on here, sonar on here to, I got to just do it by sight. All right. That one's got bait. I still got some of that. I said I was never using cherry or flavored chicken again because it didn't catch nothing and it was such a mess. I had some left over. That's the only reason I'm using it. You guys want a tip regarding these bells? They come with two bells. The first thing I do is rip one off and save it. That way you turn two into one. And there's several different ways you can put these on your pole. Another thing is these are adjustable how sensitive you want it. See how you don't hear it? You can actually take the spring, you twist it. If you want it real sensitive to where it jingles barely, you just keep turning it until the spring is longer and it flams more. But if you don't want to hear jingling every 5 seconds, you tighten it, you run that spring down into there, and you make it shorter. See? No jingle unless you get a bite. But I do that. Now it don't matter much, but when I'm on the boat and I'm dragging baits and the rods are, ever so slightly going up and down from the dragging weight going over the sinker, or the sinker dragging weight going over the structure, I don't want the bells jingling constantly. So I adjust them to where they only jingle when you get a bite. But anyways, I figured I'd share that little tip. It comes in handy, especially if you get irritated easy from hearing jingle and jingle jingle. That way, I only want to hear jingle when there's actually a fish. Alrighty, we checked that one. That one's good. Let's check this one. We don't want no bare hooks. No bare hooks around here. I'm surprised no barges came. Shoot, that one wasn't even down. I gave it a few cranks. Seaweed all over it. Alright, we got the seaweed and the grass off. I think I'm the only person in the world to use a demon dragon on a dock demon. Kind of ridiculous, I know. I had a not a dock demon. I had a demon dragon brute. It's about double the size, but I put it back and grabbed the smaller one. I should have put the brute on there. Well, the only reason I didn't put the brute on there is because I didn't want to have to use 5 ounces of weight to get it to sink, because that'd be too hard cranking with these little old dock demons. Hurry up and wait. All right, we can see all three. We got the balloon with the triple hook rig, and we got 2 suspended. Let's see if we can break a dock demon in 2 and go. Oh, we're getting a bite, getting a bite, getting a bite. We got a prowler. We got a prowler in the neighborhood. It's circling. Let's see if it's going to make a move. I think it stole my bait, but like I said, that's a triple hook rig. We got a prowler. Let's see if it makes a move and takes it. That school of shad is so big. I can hear it. It sounds like rain. Well, we had a bite. It'll come back. Like I said, that's a triple hook rig. So if it swiped our bait, there's 2 more pieces on there. Yeah, I can't believe there hasn't been a barge. That's just me. I got Glacier Shark. How you doing? Says he don't think he ever seen a fish caught on here. You just come at the wrong time. We just caught one about 20 minutes ago. And if you watch my other lives, Glacier Shark guy, I don't think I've ever skunked. Last time we got like 3 or 4 catfish. You're back. Yeah, this nothing but trouble with this phone. I wish I knew if it was my service provider or if it was YouTube. Because if it was this phone and Verizon, I'd freaking smash it off the sidewalk. Because I've had nothing but trouble with Verizon. This might be dragon bottom now. Yep. Dang, that's a hard bottom. That feels like steel. It's so hard. I'm gonna check my bait. Yeah, Glacier Shark, you just watch at the wrong time. I'm pretty sure I've never skunked fishing off the jet ski. May take a while, but we always get something. We caught one so far. As much as my phone's blacking out, I'd be surprised if you guys didn't even get to see that fish. I know some people seen it because they said nice fish. All right, might as well check that one because that one was dang near on bottom. Yep, that one's too close. This river, I tell you, you think you're in the middle of a big old high river, you'd be dealing with 50 feet deep. Think again. There's some spots where it's like, well, the average depth is like 12 feet in most spots. Some places you get like a 20 or 30-foot hole, but it's amazing how shallow this river is. I mean, we are lacking rain too. We got a fire ban and stuff because no, it's so dry here. Technically, you're not even allowed right now to ride a dirt bike or a four-wheeler because it says the fire ban for the counties in Ohio. It says no spark or heat making devices for recreational use allowed. That's a little extreme, but that's what it says if you read the fine print. Every time I come through here, I get hungry because that's a restaurant. Well, it used to, I think it's closed now. That's a restaurant. That's a restaurant. There's two more restaurants right there, and the last one I pointed to, they got one of them brick oven pizza. That may not be nothing new or big to y'all, but around here, small town, that's unheard of. The wood fired brick oven pizza. That stuff is so good. We're drifting backwards now. I don't like that. I don't like going backwards, especially when the harbor. Hey guys, I was talking about all them shad. Let me get turned around without falling off this thing. Look at them all. See the water swimming? That's all fish on the move. Look at them. It sounds like it's raining behind me because them fish. That school's so big. I got half the mind to throw a cast net. Look, they're going right to my balloon. Look at them. They're going right to it. Shoot, a school like that would pick off the dang bait in a matter of seconds. They're passing it. See? There they are. Keep on going. Get away from my bait. I threw that cast net so many times earlier. Look, there's more of them right there. Yeah, I was trying to get some shad because every time I come out here, I be forced to use chicken. But throwing the net didn't go too well. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? She says, hit that like, y'all. I've been better. My phone keeps saying reconnect. I've had to hit reconnect 30 times. And then when it does reconnect, I don't know if you guys can see this, when it connects, I don't know if it's actually reconnected on both ends or just my end but it's a true pain. And it ain't data related because I got it says 5G ultra wireless, and I got the business unlimited. So I don't know what the deal is. And then when I do hit reconnect, uh, my screen's like it comes back. It's not black, but it's like blurry and gray. It looks like I have a piece of scotch tape over the lens. It's like black and white or grayish and blurry. And I don't know if you guys are seeing that on your end or if it's perfect. I mean, it's good now. It looks good. But every time after I reconnect, the screen's like blurry and gray. I caught one fish so far. But we are getting past. This is where I always quit at right here. Because last time I zoomed in on that American flag. But last time I had to quit fishing, it was right there at that American flag. And I caught like 3 fish. Actually, I even doubled up. We almost tripled up. We had 2 fish on and I had a third one biting this one. But I had to go. So we're about to drift over that spot. So hopefully it's a repeat of last time. And these rods are doubling over. How hard was it to get business unlimited? It was easy, but I had a EIN, you know, for but I mean, really, I'm pretty sure anyone can get business unlimited because all the EIN, that tax ID, that's just for tax exempt. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason they needed that. I'm pretty sure anyone can get business if they walk in there and say, "Hey, I want business," you know. And it don't even cost more. Like a lot of times they offer deals and stuff for business people. But I got Verizon and I haven't been happy with them from day one. I'm just waiting until this dang $1,000 plus phone's paid off, and then I'm probably switching. But I always see on TV and ads and newspapers they say Verizon number one, number one, number one in the United States, voted number one. But I've experienced nothing but trouble. I think the main problem is the 5G. I'm in a rural area, and there ain't that many towers, and 5G may be faster, but it doesn't have a, 4G has stronger signal, works better where there's mountains and hills. A little slower, but it's stronger. I think 5G is why I got so much problem. I can be in my house, in town, sitting on the couch, and I'll have one bar service. So you get somewhere remote or in the cut, and then you only got one bar in town. You get out in the cut, forget about it. You ain't gonna have any signal. But honestly, I probably wouldn't be happy no matter who I got. AT&T, T-Mobile, Boost, Verizon. I think it's just my area. Infrastructure is not built up like it is in big cities, so there just ain't that great a service. Sandy says 5G don't mean nothing here. If you don't have bars with the 5G, you still can't get service. You have Spectrum, and I'm always over data. I don't think we got Spectrum around here. I've heard of it, but I don't think we got it. I was looking at that Starlink to use the mobile to use at home. I was gonna try to use the Starlink at home. We're getting a bite. I was gonna try to use the Starlink at home and get the mobile one so I can use it at, like the one for RVs, so I could use it at home and use it on the boat. But the prices are higher now. We're getting a bite. Getting a bite, y'all. Is it gonna go down? Oh yeah, fish on, fish on, fish on. But I was gonna get that Starlink when it first come out. I think it was like the 50th parallel north. It wasn't a. It was available the south of like the 50th parallel or something, and you could put money down to reserve it for Starlink. But now that it's actually available here, the price is like way, way, way more. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oh, there goes my balloon. Can we get that little piece of trash? Oh, not fall off the boat. Ooh, we got some stealing some line. The prowler's stealing some line. Try to get turned around and I'll fall off this dang boat. Here's the little prowler that's been giving us all that trouble. Here, Glacier Shark, you said you've never seen a fish caught on this stream. This shark is for Glacier Shark. Open up, say, ah. There you go, Glacier. Little channel cat. Let's put it back. Fish number 2. I'm happy. No skunks. No skunks here. Speaking of skunks, I was at the lake. I think it was last summer, not this summer. But I was at the lake on my boat fishing with my buddy, one of the guys that delivers car parts from AutoZone. I was fishing with him, and he's an older feller. Actually, his son is my age, and I fish with his dad more than I fish with the son that's my age. But anyways, he was on his boat and I was on my boat. We're about 20, 30 feet apart, and he was already at the lake, and I just got there, and I was telling him how I was fishing earlier and nothing but skunk, and he couldn't hear me well, and he's like, "What?" And I tell him, I said I had nothing but skunk, and he's like, "What the hell, skunk? You got a skunk on your boat?" He thought I had a skunk on my boat, or had a skunk on my boat, or had I don't know if he thought I had one then and there, or he thought I had one earlier and got it off the boat, but he didn't know that terminology, and he really thought it was I meant an actual skunk on the boat. It would have had to been there. That stuff was so funny. All right, we're dropping that one down. Dang, it's deep here. All right, we're on bottom. Give her a few cranks and see if we can tie this balloon that fell off back on. I gotta take these riding gloves off. This balloon's gonna be a little bit smaller. You won't be able to see it as easy, but I don't feel like fooling around looking for another one to tie. Oh, come on, baby. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, y'all. Dealing with a short leash. I feel like a monkey trying to do the nasty with a football. Dang it. I want to get this back out here, because if there's one fish, that means there's more. All right, we got it. We got it. Oh, this is the hardest thing I ever did. Thank you, baby Jesus. Oh, now my finger's stuck. Probably looks like I'm making a fifi with this blue. Looks like in blue hospital gloves. Alrighty, we cooking with peanut oil now. I need to put more line on this thing. It don't want to come out. It's not wanting to come off the spool. It's too deep on the spool, so it ain't coming off easy. Look, we're getting a bite already. I think we got a fish, because it's traveling. Definitely have a bite. I don't know if there's a fish or not. It's all the vagrants. Are they fighting? Yeah, I'm filming you, buddy. You famous. Do something stupid. Back to fishing. Back to our regular broadcast. All right, this is whoa. Whew, I just about went Navy SEAL style off the back, like when they go scuba diving. How they flip, they sit on the edge and flip backwards. I just about did that. Glacier Shark says there is no truth in advertising. You talking about like Verizon saying they're number one? We number one. We number one. America, baby. Flying high and proud. I was trying to get a good screenshot of it. Anywho, yeah, we're moving good. This is where that dude jumped in like a couple live streams ago. He did a swan dive off that. And that's when I was like, that dude's nuts. The current here is no joke. Look how quick we're moving. Well, I know it's hard to tell when I just looked at the camera. It looks like we're sitting still. When I looked at the screen, but we're moving probably about 2.5. We're getting too close to this thing. I wish the wind would change. All right, come on, fish number 3. Fish number 3. Let's go, let's go. Travis was cracking me up last night when he was acting like an auctioneer. I was laughing so freaking hard. And then when his and then his hair caught fire, it looked like he had a candle. If anyone hasn't seen it, go to Skipjack Cindy's live last night. I don't know what the timestamp was, but Travis was beating the fire with the bushes, and sparks started going up in the sky, and one landed, one landed on his head, and his hair was on fire. It looked like he had a candle sitting on top of his. I don't know why it's so funny when people get hurt. Well, when they potentially could get hurt, but they end up being okay. That's like the funniest stuff ever. Dang it. Man, look at the size of them nuts. And no, I'm not talking about the kind of nuts you're thinking about. All right, let's get off of this. Come on, give us a push. I think this is a sign for me to go up there and get some of that wood fired pizza. It's just right at the top of those steps. Brick oven wood fired pizza. Whoa, I just about tipped myself. Hey, that push worked out pretty good. We're actually moving. I don't see how it didn't singe him if because there was flame on his head. Like I said, it looked like there was a candle sitting on his head. It must have just something on fire must have just landed on his head and then burned out. I caught my mom's hair on fire when I was little, probably like, I don't know, little enough to be reckless and catch my mom's hair on fire, but it was 4th of July. And you guys, well, some of you remember the 80s hair, the big poof, the poofy hairspray hair days, so it went up like a tinderbox. But I had a sparkler, and I don't even remember exactly all the details. I was too young, but long story short, I had a sparkler and I caught my mom's hair on fire. Every time my dad would tell that story, he'd laugh. He'd laugh like I was laughing when I was telling the story about Travis catching his hair on fire. He didn't even know it. If you didn't tell him, he probably would have been on fire. Oh, we're heading back to the wall. I wonder what the depth is here. Let me check my poles. I used to fish here a lot, bank fish. Oh, fish on, fish on, fish on. Look at that run. The prowler finally struck. Get these tied back up. All right, we got you. No, you don't. Dang it, we're drifting back into that wall now. Ooh, that's a good one. I wish it was big enough to pull me away from this wall because we're about to hit it. Come on, little fishy. Get your butt over here. I won't hurt you. I promise I'll let you go. But I am getting a little hungry. So I don't know if I'll keep that promise. Nah, I gotta let this one go. I already have my fill for river fish for the month. I'm actually like triple over the safe limit, like triple time. They say one 18-inch fish a month, and I had about 3. We got that balloon. We got the balloon. We had the depth pretty deep, so I got to keep getting sliding the balloon down to my swivel. If I had mono on, I could just keep cranking and it would slide it for us. Oh, that's a better one. That's a better one. Let's sink the boat and get it slide up there. There you go, little fishy. I'll let you go. As long as you don't pop my balloon with your spikes, I'll let you go. If you pop my balloon, I'm going to make you dinner. Oh! We're about to lose it. You guys wouldn't believe how small this hook is that caught this fish. I thought they were like number 4 aught, and I made a mistake. They were actually number 4. Look how tiny that is. That's a good one. It's a better. Open up. Open. There you go. Look at his eye. He had a hook in it. Look at that. He go. Yeah, just caught it. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's a small one. Yeah. Yep. I just got it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize there's fish in here. Yeah, you can catch fish like this constantly. If you get some worms or some chicken livers and cast it and just wait a couple minutes, you can catch them right here. Yeah, see? Yep, catfish, channel cat. Yeah, this is juvenile, probably like a couple years old, but this fish can get 3 feet long. Yep. Thanks. Have a good day. Oh, we're getting underneath this thing. I gotta get out from under. I was talking to somebody riding a scooter. People see you catch fish and they're surprised. They don't realize that there's fish in here because they believe everything they've been told about how awful the river is and don't swim in it and don't touch it and all that. They think nothing can live. They think it's like a toxic waste. Every time I catch fish by the town or the city, whatever you call it, and people see it, they're surprised. Like, there's fish in there? Or they laugh at me because they see I'm fishing and they're laughing because they think there's no fish in here. Got a little tangle. I was talking to that guy and his kid. I let my balloon get tangled. Glacier shark. When it went off bottom, when it went off. What kind of firework was it, Glacier Shark? Like a Roman candle or like one of them mortars? All right, guys, I'm just trying to get this tangle out, and then we're going to cast this back out. All right, I almost got it. There we go. There we go. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And no, you're not getting a tip. All right, how many baits we got? 2. We need 2 pieces of bait. All right, bear with me. We got to get turned around. Get some bait. Dang, we're about to hit this gosh darn wall. Oh, don't get under there. Don't get under there. Ah! Just a little love tap. Just a tip went under. I need to get us off this wall. I need to get a hand on it. Oh, I'm leaning. I'm reaching. I'm leaning. I'm reaching. Don't tip. Don't tip. Don't tip. Oh. All right, I got a hand on it. Give us a good shove. I'm tired of looking at you. Yeah, yeah. All right. That was a good shove. That was a good thrust. Now I'm tired. All right, let's get this bait. Oh, there's one piece of bait down in the swamp. We need one more. I was about to check the depth of these front. Oh, fish on, fish on. Or no, we might just be dragging. I think we're just dragging bottom. Let's check this bait. Yeah, before he caught that fish, I was about to say, let's check these front baits. Oh, we still got it. You figure that would get their attention, but these front rods ain't caught a fish yet. The back one got all 3. I called it. I should have took some bets. Might as well check this one while we're at it. We still got the bait. Big old bait. Big old hook for a big old fish. That's one reason we ain't got too much action. I got like a 10-odd hook on there. They're probably down there looking at it, figuring out how they can get their mouth around the bait. And then they just give up. I'm surprised there's that many people out here at the wharf, being the way the sky looks. Heather with the fish call. Here, fishy kitty kitty. Glacier Shark says it was a July 4th to remember. The big mortar. I bought mortars this year, and I usually buy the same kind, like the double breaks. You know, that got the 2. They go up and go boom, and then they split off and go boom again. Well, this year we got a different one. It was I shouldn't have let the guy talk me into it, but we bought emoji mortars. They were smiley face emojis. They were supposed to go up in the sky, ignite, and do emojis. Well, every single one was identical. I thought each emoji was different. Dang it, we're about to freaking hit again. No, 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 no! Ugh. Ugh. You know what, guys? We're making a move. Because look, I'm not going to clear them pilings. And then there's 3 more metal poles past that. We're just going to be all up in that. And I definitely don't want to get underneath there. There's fishing line and hooks all hanging from there and stuff. So I'm going to reel up and we're making a move. Just out to the middle of the river real quick. Just a quick 30-second move. I was kind of liking being by this wall, you know. Obviously, it's structure down at the base of it, but the cons outweigh the pros, and it's being too much of a pain in the A to keep fooling around with it. Anyways, bear with me. I'm going to get this bait on here. We're just going to move right out to the middle. That's all. I'm just going to rebait. So this is ready to be dropped out. And then we're going to make a short 30-second move. 1, 2, 3. That's the number of the day. Alrighty. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Alrighty. I think we're safe to move. Other than this rod holder in the back. Alright. Don't want to lose that. Well. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be shaky camera and noisy for about 30 seconds, and then we'll get situated out in the middle of the river. You guys hear that frog? Sound like a big one. It must be frogs up in all that weeds. Yeah, see all that fishing line? That's why I didn't want to get anywhere near there. There's hooks and lines and stuff hanging. And we're going right where I thought we'd go, up in that nasty. Anyways, we're moving. Glacier Shark Day says, then the entire bag caught on fire or hell broke loose. That sounds like a movie. I've seen that happen in movies and stuff. Where the whole boat. I think I just seen a Baywatch episode recently. Where, yeah, it was Baywatch. They had fireworks on the boat. They were letting, who remembers that episode? Them foreigners come. They're like some drug kingpins or something. And they wanted to buy the whole beach and the training center on Baywatch and turn into some fancy resort. And old Hasselhoff wasn't going to let that happen. But anyways, them dudes were partying on a boat, drinking beer and setting off fireworks. They ended up catching the whole boat on fire. And all the fireworks went off. Come on, baby! Don't act like that! Come on! Who's your daddy? Who's your baby? Oh, wake. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. All right, back to business. Let's go for fish number 4. Fish number 4. Can we get fish number 4? I don't know what it is about Mondays, but there's like never any barge traffic on a Monday. And I know they're not like off because, them dudes they set sail and they're not off work until they get to where they're going 2 or 3 weeks later. But every Monday, there's like minimal barge traffic. Oh, look, I about lost my dang whatchamacallit. I didn't even see that about to fall out. I got this phone plugged in to this charger pack, and it's so hard getting turned around with a goddamn charging cable coming off your body. Alrighty, there's the triple hook. There's the one that's produced all 3 fish. 1, 2, 3. Get our depth set and see if we can repeat and do it again. I feel that spoon getting hot. I hope it don't pop. Dang, it's deep here. Real deep. Real deep. Dang. How deep is it? I might have found a new hole. There we go. Bottom. Boot him. Oh, we got a leak. We're losing air, y'all. Dang it. We're deflating. Oh, maybe it'll stop. Maybe when it's in the water, it won't leak. Oh, it's bubbling. Look at it. See it bubbling. Can we catch a fish before it sinks? Who wants to take that wager? Will a fish bite before that sinks? Who thinks we're going to get a fish before that balloon sinks? All right. That one's in the holder. I just about panicked. I thought I lost another dock demon. I looked and seen it was gone. I was like, dang it, I lost another one. That'd be like the 13th dock demon I lost this summer. I forgot I had it down. Ooh. Get out of here, nasty old chicken. I must have sat on my jumper pack because it wasn't charging no more. I must have sat on it and turned it off. There's that creek I said that's usually fire. It flows out into the Ohio River. There's actually 2 channels that flow out of there. There's a pillar for the train bridge right in the middle. And there's two distinct channels. So it's, like a hump, like up, a down, and then a flat, and then another channel. When you go over them, they're with the fish finder, your screen lights up big time. We're getting a bite in the back. I hear it, the bell's jingling. All right, let's quit jabbing our jaws and get some bait on. Ooh, that chicken stank. Definitely some old chicken, because it stinks. It don't even smell like strawberry. It smells like 10-day-old chicken. All right, we're off to the races. If this thing would cast, look, I got the button pushed and it won't go out. Dock demons are officially junk now. Each year they come out with a new model, and it's junkier than the prior year. And now they make them so junky, they're almost unusable. It don't help I got 20-pound braid on here. But I used to put 30-pound braid on the Dock Demons and had zero problems. Only thing I know for sure is nothing stays the same. I guess life would be pretty doggone boring if things did stay the same. Alrighty, hurry up and wait. Our balloon's still floating, y'all. Barely, but it's floating. Hurry up and wait. Pontoon Jody, welcome in. Yeah, everybody hit them likes. Double tap that screen. As Travis would say, double tap, double tap, double tap. We caught 3 catfish. I need to look, make sure no barges are coming. I jinxed myself saying I'm surprised there haven't been any barges. Next thing you know, one will be coming up my hoo-ha. Is hoo-ha's just for girls? I'm pretty sure I didn't use that word proper. How you doing, Jody? Doing any fishing today? Or is it today a work day? Today was a work day for me, but I snuck out early. If I had a different cast net with me, I'd be throwing on them shad right there. But the cast net I got sucks. I brought it because it was small, but it's one of them 3/4 pound per foot deals, and it basically floats. You throw it, it sits on the top of the water for a second, starts to sink, and by then the shad are gone. I got the better cast net. It's like 1 pound per foot. You wouldn't think a quarter pound would make that much of a difference, but it does. But it's too big to try to throw on this. What I need to do is go out in the boat, get the bait, and then I'll have the shad and the bait for the jet ski fishing. But that sounds a little bit too much like work. By the time I got done catching bait and fooling around and putting the boat away, pretty sure I'd be ready to sit on the couch for the day. And them dang shad, they don't freeze good. Not at all. That balloon is so small, a shiner could pull that thing underwater now. I got a balloon and a hole in my balloon and it started fizzling. But then when I casted it in the water, it kind of quit leaking. I said I was just gonna use it until it sunk, and it's still floating. Pontoon Jody says work day, money first, fish weekends. I hear you. I should be working. Well, not now, but I shouldn't have come fishing today. But it's one of them days where I was just a little irritated and said, you know what? I'm out of here. And here we are. We're drifting perfect though for now. There's that creek that I said I wanted to cross. We never ever make it to that creek. I usually have to wrap it up and call it quits. But today we got some time on our side. Come on, fish number 4. Who wants to be lucky number 4? Raw Wilson, what's the count? He's back. We got 3 catfish, 3 little cookie cutter channel cats. Not a single one I'd write home about. Oh, that's what that noise is. I've been wondering what the heck that water sound is. They put a fountain. Our hockey arena is right there, that building. Well, they put a fountain out front, and everyone thought it was a splash pad. So much so, the day the fountain opened, there was a line of cars and people and kids with bathing suits. And the city had to announce this is not a splash pad, it's just a fountain. But there were so many people and everybody was so mad, the city ended up saying, well, we guess if you want, your kids can play in it. But it was one of them fountains where the water shoots out of the. I mean, there's no like toys and buckets that dump on your head. It's not a splash pad. It's just a fountain. Water jets, shoot, dance out of the ground, and there's lights and stuff. But everyone, somehow the rumor spread like wildfire that it was a splash pad that was going to be free. So everyone, the whole town lined up. Well, it ended up just being a fountain. But so many people showed up with their kids with bathing suits. The city just said, "All right, you can play in the fountain." But I forgot it just opened up like a month ago. But I forgot about it. I was wondering what the heck that sound was. Sound like a water line break or something. Hey, anybody in stream? It says there's 50 people in here watching. If anyone likes walleye fishing, it's going to be that time of the year soon. And you are going to see me catch, hopefully, my PB walleye from them, either that side or that side. Last year I got a 27 incher, and then the very next cast I got a 28 incher. But I'm searching for that 30 inch. I still haven't got my 30 inch 10-pound walleye. Haven't gotten it yet, but I'm still searching. But here soon, when it's not too cold to be on the water, there's no such thing, but too cold to be on the jet ski, I'll be doing more walleye fishing and sauger and saugeye, and that's one of my spots right there. Sometimes I will just work a jig, and then other times I'll have a bobber with a glow stick on it with some live minnows under it, just under a float. And man, they smack them minnows like you wouldn't believe. Look at them shad. They're just taunting me now. If I didn't have a live stream going, I would be trying to throw the cast net and getting some of them shad. You put a couple live shad on the hook, you'll see some live action quick. Them fish can't help herself. Surprisingly, my phone hasn't done the whole reconnect thing. It's been going good for like the past hour ish. Well, it ain't been an hour. It says we only been going for 108 minutes, but it's been doing good for a while. All right, come on, fish number 4. Fish number 4. We got 3. Can we get 4? Nobody knows. Around and around we go, spinning in a circle because the wind keeps blowing south and north and east and west. Weather's been weird. Usually on the river, you got 2 directions the wind will blow, north or south. That's it. It doesn't even matter if the wind's blowing from the west or from the east. On the river, it goes up or down. That's it. But today, we've been getting hit from all sides. It's been blowing east, west, north, south. Man, there's so much fish action. Fish jumping everywhere, schools of shad everywhere. The action that we're getting on these poles ain't matching the action that I'm seeing around us. It's kind of heartbreaking. We got Pontoon Jody and Heather with the cat calls. Here, kitty, kitty. I can hear the dinner bell being rung right now, Jody. I brought these ridiculous high socks with me. They're actually hospital socks, but I'm about to put them on since the sun's going down. Because them dang skeeters got my ankle so bad the other night. I wouldn't say I was in pain, but I was definitely in discomfort. I got them big old hospital socks. But they're not getting me. I actually got bit up so bad it made me think of another invention. And this invention is, I probably shouldn't say it on here. Somebody will steal my dang idea. But anyways, I won't keep you in suspense. The idea is it's to keep you from getting mosquito bites, and it would be called skeeter beaters. And the skeeter beaters would come in multiple colors or clear translucent. But it's basically like something you'd put on your arm that's breathable, but would keep mosquitoes from biting. You can put them on your arms, and you can put them on your ankles, and you keep them in your car, keep them in your glove box, keep them in your kid's backpack, keep them in your RV. Skeeter beaters, can't beat them. There's a basketball, I think. Wonder if it's any good. You wouldn't believe the stuff I find on the riverbank. Like amazing. I found a big 36-inch Kent life buoy preserver. Like when you fall in the water, they throw you the big orange life ring. It's like a $300 ring. I uh I found on the bank, And then I also found a no wake zone, idle speed only, no wake zone, the big white and orange buoys. Found one of them. And then I also found a metal gas can, the good ones, the big ones with the lever, the big lever you pull and the lid pops open and it's got the big yellow funnel on it. Hey, we got a bite. We're getting a bite. The back is getting a bite. I hear it jingling. All right, y'all. I'm calling a timeout. 30-second timeout. I'll be right. All right, we're back. And I spoke too soon about the barge because we got one barreling down. I'm glad I'm not under the middle of that bridge like I was earlier. Looks like a 3x5. I'm glad I seen that because I was just about to make a move because we're getting close to the shore. But we will stay near the bank. Hey, we got a fish, I think. Either a fish or a snag. Probably a snag because we're getting close to the bank. Either way, I got to reel it in and check it. Dang. When I said I think I set on my power pack earlier and turned off the power, I must have did it and not realized it because my phone's dang near dead. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. We're about to lose the dock demon. And it's the original. It's the original dock demon. The last of the Mohicans. I can't afford to lose that. I'll cry. You can't buy these ones no more. Not the gray ones. And they're the ones that work flawlessly. You can put 40-pound braid on this thing and they'll work flawlessly. All right. I think our balloon sunk, and that's why we got snagged up. This barge is going slow. I want to get back out in the middle of the channel. But I gotta wait for that dang thing. I'm about to, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm about to go up behind them and get in the middle of the channel and just get behind them so I don't have to wait on them. But then we're gonna be moving away from that creek mouth that I wanted to fish. Oh, that's why that's so heavy. We got a dang stick fish. Here's number 4. Stick fish. Look how long that sucker is. I'm surprised that didn't break me off. Ouch! That dang thing's sharp. Look at them freaking thingamajigs on there. I didn't see them until they started cutting me. Well, I guess we'll just let that one sit there. I gotta wait for this barge. I guess we'll fish this shoreline until this barge passes. Get some line out. Oh, I'm zoomed in still. Didn't realize it. Time out. Psych. All right, let's check the depth on these because we're too close to the shore. We're not on bottom. Well, there's bottom. Actually, that's perfect. That one didn't even need pulled with. As soon as this barge passes, we'll move back out to the middle of the channel. Where's everybody viewing from? Oh, that's not a basketball. That's a construction cone. Yeah, I'm a junk picker. If I see something on the riverbank, I can't help it. I have to get it if it's something good, something that costs money. When I seen that 30-inch life buoy, I think it's 30 or 36-inch life preserver, the big orange one, I was so excited when I found that. Well, we're about to be up in it. Wish this dang barge would come on. Barges play the craziest optical illusion. It looks like they're like 10 wide, but you're really just seeing the front three and the side makes it look like it's wider than it really is. Because as wide as they get around here is 3 wide. JSeg 2 Outdoors, what are you fishing for? We are fishing for catfish, but not for long because we're about to be snagged up and stuck in this seaweed. I'm surprised the river's that clear since we had rain last night. It must not have rained that long because that water's crystal. Well, I was trying not to start it up until I had to, but we got to get out of these weeds. Come on. I can never find the keys every time I'm in a hurry to try to get this thing started. No, seaweed. We don't want to suck that stuff up. Oh, please don't stall. Mike Sampson, welcome in, Sampy. You saying hello? Hello, hello, hello. Jimmy978 says nice. We're just killing. I'm kind of waiting for this barge to pass so we can get back out in the channel. I don't know why it's going so slow. It's empty. 100% empty. And it's going downriver. And it has the wind at its back. And it's going slow as Moses. Slow as molasses. I wish it was moving fast like Jackie Gleason. Y'all know who Jackie Gleason is? Well, I guess I can drop some rods down while we're waiting on that barge. We'll put that one back out. Big old fat piece of chicken. Dude, I'm about to leave this dock demon at the river. It's driving me nuts. It won't come, the line won't come out. part of me wonders if these dock demons are really this junk or if it's the line. I usually use the spider wire smooth cast, the green stuff, but this time I went cheap and I bought that easy braid, that yellow stuff. So I don't know if it's the line that's so junky or if it's these reels are that junky. I think it's the reels because I got 3 dock demons all with the same line. And the one on the back, the dock demon number 3 is the old original dock demon, and I don't really have that much problem. I don't have that much problem with that one as these 2 new ones. My last dock demon I lost. I should have jumped in and got it because we were only in 9 feet of water. But we were at the dam, and I didn't want to be jumping in the water up at the dam. Catch fish with us. Hello, welcome in. Says howdy, y'all. We're just catching some cookie cutter channel cats. Are you reading? Where is this place? This is Ohio River. Catch fish with us says he had to resubscribe that this happened. Man, I wish my cast net was out. Look at that school. The water's dancing with bait. Let's see if we can catch a couple more, y'all. Sun's going down. Soon as this barge passes, we're going to move back out in the middle of the channel and hopefully get on some more fish. Look at them shad. Dang, I wish my net was in my hands right now. You guys can't see through the reflection of the water. What about now? There we go. I put my sunglasses in front of the camera lens. Check them out. They're taunting me. They're teasing me. They know I threw a cast net for an hour earlier. Now they're going over here on the other side of the boat. Thanks for answering the question in chat, Heather. Mucho appreciate. See, I wouldn't have to fool around with putting these socks on if I had my invention, my skeeter beater invention. If there's ever a time you see me fall off the jet ski, it's when I'm trying to put some socks on. All right, we got one sock. We're getting a bite on the balloon. The tiny balloon that lost all of its air. You kind of. All right, socks are on. These mosquitoes ain't biting my freaking ankles this time. That night I broke down and the jet ski wouldn't start, and I was out after dark. That's the night that them mosquitoes got me bad. All right, y'all. I know I said I was going to go out in the middle of the channel when that barge passed. I lied. I mean, we will, but we're passing this creek that I was looking forward to crossing the channels that flow out into the river. So we're going to drift past this creek mouth, and then if we don't catch nothing, then we'll move back out behind that barge in the middle of the river. I do got to back up a little because I'm too close to the shore. Well, I'm not going to back up. I'm just going to turn around. Because if I back up, then I got to reel in the suspended rod. We caught something, y'all. All right, got that one in. Got this one in. Double tap that screen. Hit them likes. Double tap, double tap. 73 people, 29 likes. You know them catfish. You know how they are. They're picky. Them big ones. They say they're worth more than 30 likes. They're not going to bite. I try to talk to them, but they're hard-headed. That's the doulas. All right. We're just going to back up a little away from this shore. Take like 15 seconds. I'm surprised my mic ain't dead. All right. Let's get these out since we're passing a prime spot. Didn't catch no shad, so we got chicken. Bark, 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 bark. Alrighty. Got one. We're about to get wrapped up like a Christmas tree. I can't believe that balloon's still floating. It's got a hole in it. I seen it bubbling. As long as it's floating, I'm not gonna fool with it. Bark, bark number 2. Yeah, that's a 2-channel. See? That big long pillar actually makes 2 distinct channels. When you're up on the bridge in the wintertime and the water's like cold and clear, you can see the 2 channels. They come out and start curving and go down. 2 distinct channels that come out. 2 separate channels come out, and then they slowly form into one and flow out into the river. but it's an awesome spot sometimes to fish. I was here one night walleye fishing with my buddy. We were catching sauger and walleye. We're standing we're standing right there at the top of them rocks and casting. And I'm not joking. He caught 30 sauger and walleye that night. We both were using the same bait, fishing the same style. It was the shoot, what are them called? The vibes. The I think they're called just vibes. Beef fishing. Beef fishing is who makes them, and they're called like vibe. It's not the vibe baits, the blade baits. It's these are soft plastics with a jig head. It's got the swim tail, but I think they're just called vibes. I know Beef Fishing's the company that makes them, but anyways, we had the exact same setup, and I'm standing side by side, and I didn't get a single fish that night. And he caught 30 plus. I'll never forget that. I was so disgusted feeling like I just couldn't understand it. And the more cast I did, and each time not getting a fish, I got more and more just, irritated. And I think the biggest problem is the more irritated I got, the faster and faster I was reeling to cast out there again, and reeling faster and faster to cast out again. And I just wasn't feeling it. I just was just impatient. And oh, fish on, fish. Oh, 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 oh. We about lost it. We about lost it. We about lost it. We about lost it because I was looking at the back rod because we had a bite on the back rod. Fish number 4. Let's see if we can get it in the boat. See if I can turn around without falling. On the rattle trap. Rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, he about finned me. Oh, talk about whisker hooked. Shoot. Somebody screenshot that and send it to me. I mean, I guess I can go back and look at the video and screenshot it myself. But dang, that is a whisker hook if I ain't ever saw. Look at that. How'd I get that thing in? Boop. Anyways, anything you want to say for making my life so hard? I didn't think so. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He got y'all wet. Alrighty, let's see if we can repeat. Drifting over this channel of this creek mouth, that is not the size of the fish that I expected. I thought we were going to hook up with a big one. We still got time. Dang it, I turned the flashlight on this thing. It's still charging. I forgot I got a Salisbury steak sandwich. I went to convenient and they had some Salisbury steaks in the tray. I said, "Can y'all make out a sandwich for me?" And they sure did. Oh man, I wish I wasn't focused on fishing and we weren't catching nothing. I'd take you guys back there. I'll show you some other time. But there's one, two, three, 4 or 5. I think there's 5 train bridges. But there's a stone arch bridge. It's like one of a kind. Most of them in the country got torn down, but it's the kind of bridge it has built with no metal, no bracing, just stone, and it's got the keystone. But you can kind of see it, but it's right above my finger. See the stone? It's cool as hell. You got to see it up close and with the sun shining on it and stuff to really appreciate it. But there's a plaque on that bridge. It tells you how many stones were used and everything, and where the stones come from, what quarry. But it's, I don't know how old. It's like 200 years old. We actually have another bridge like that that's smaller in Elm Grove. It's the oldest stone arch bridge in the United States. All right, let's get some bait. Let's quit jabbing drawing and get some bait out there. Can't catch no fish with the lines out of the water. But yeah, I got that Salisbury steak I forgot about. I started to get hungry and then I remembered I got Salisbury steak. This chicken is like mush, mush, mush. I'll never use Jello, or yeah, Jello. It's the first time I ever put Jello on chicken, and I'll never do it again. Look at that crap. Who wants that on their fingers? And then on top of that, it makes it makes your chicken like mush. Like, look, it's just falling. It's like it's worse than trying to get chicken liver on a hook. I will never. The only reason I did it is because I had chicken on the counter and I had a box of Jello for making pack bait for carp, and I got the stupid idea and thought, let's make some strawberry chicken or Jello, because I never tried it before. Well, guess what? It's the last time I'll ever do that. Dang, it's shallow here. I need to quit flapping my jaws. It's shallow enough to scare fish away. Yeah, look. There's our bait. There's bottom. That rain we got last night, it could have did that. It could have rained for a day. It could have rained for 24 hours and we still wouldn't have enough rain to get things back to normal. I just want this fire ban to be lifted because every time I'm out on the dirt bike ripping down the gravel road, I'm worried I'm going to have a sheriff coming up on my tail. We had a bite on the back because we ain't even. Is that a fish or a snag? We're not even allowed to ride dirt bikes because of the fire ban. I don't know if the cops would care or if they'd not care or if they'd give us a ticket, but I don't want to find out. Oh, we're getting all spun up. I need to quit talking and get back to business. Oh, that's why it's so shallow. Remember how I said there's two channels here? Well, here's one channel, here's the second channel, and here's a hump. It's only like, look, there's grass. It's only 2 or 3 feet deep on that hump. Somebody left their chairs. Yeah, look, dang. Dang, look, can y'all see? Look how shallow this is. I'm in the Ohio River. And there's the ground. It's too dark. There's no sun. You guys can't see, but anyways, it's like a foot deep right here. It's crazy. Oh, what'd I do? I messed up the stream. I'm back. I'm back. I probably lost everybody, but I'm back. I don't know how. The whole app crashed. The whole app crashed and the app closed down, and somehow I managed to come back into the same live. It gave me the option to resume. We had 80 people in here too. And now it says 12 because the dang app crashed. Anybody want any chairs? All right, we're about to hit the rocks. I gotta get out of here. Not get out of here, but I gotta. You know what? I gotta make a move. I'll show you guys that bridge. You guys want to see the bridge? The stone bridge? If you want to see the bridge, say see the bridge. Because I gotta crank these in anyways to move back out to the front channel. I was talking about how good the fishing was over these creek channels that flow out, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how shallow. Well, I mean, I knew it was shallow, the river, but I didn't realize that the hot spot wouldn't be a hot spot because there's no depth. I almost bottomed out on some rocks. All right, we got that cranked in. Put my bait away. We'll go check this bridge out, and then we'll get back out to the channel, see if we can't catch another. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened. The app crashed. All right, we're going to go check this bridge out before we move back out to the middle of the channel. Dang, look how shallow it is here. We usually swim. Here, and look, you can see the bottom. Oh, did y'all see it? I'm spooking the fish. Well, I guess I gotta turn the key on if we want to go anywhere. I usually don't even turn that key off. I just leave it on. But after having them no start issues and the dead battery, I've been turning them off. Oh shoot, I got me a fishing lure. Look. Little crankbait. Oh no, it ain't a crankbait. It's a little Berkeley swim bait. Looks brand spanking new. The line snagged up on that piece of rope that was hanging. Oh shoot, we're about to hit the wall. Ooh, that was close. Alright, we're going to see the bridge. I got sidetracked from getting that bait that was snagged. I ain't been through here in a while. I don't even know if I can get through here. I gotta watch out for hanging fishing lines and hooks. Alright, here's that bridge I was talking about, the stone one. There's nothing holding the bridge up except for stone, and the arch itself is the strength. And that one in the middle is the keystone. If that falls out, the whole bridge comes down. But check that out. Ain't that cool? They sure don't make them like that no more. That thing been standing for like over 200 years. But yeah, check that out. Yeah, Cindy, I'm gonna fish this winter, but I'm not gonna be on the jet ski. I'll be in my boat or on the bank. All right, back to fishing. If we were at normal water level, I would just fish right here, draw baits, but it's too shallow. I done spooked every single thing there was. All right, out to the middle of the channel. Alrighty then, let's get some more fish. Fish number 5. Can we get fish number 5? Oh, my legs hurt. I've been sitting down too long. I'm gonna get these lines and baits in the water, and I'm gonna stand up and eat me a Salisbury steak sandwich. I just wish it was some homemade Salisbury steak, not dang old convenient Walmart Salisbury steak. Old Glory's ripping good now. Venture America is saying, remember to hit the like button. Yeah, if you guys like what you see, hit the like button. Double tap, double tap. Shoot, I thought that line I cut off that jig was stuck to that piece of rope it was snagged on. I guess not, because it was just wrapped around my leg. Dang it. No wonder people throw a fishing line in the river and leave it on the bank. It's such a pain in the egg. In my boat, I got a coffee can and I got the lid cut like a star, like slice, slice, you know, where the center to where you can stick stuff down in it and pull your hand out and it won't, you know, it stays down in the can. It works great for fishing line, for keeping it in there, and you just drop that in there, shove it in, pull your hands out, the line would never come back. But I don't have nothing like that on this vessel. All right, enough chit chat. Enough chit chat. Chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty chitty boom. All right, this is what caught fish number 4. Let's see if it can catch fish number 5. See how deep it is. See, this Dark Demon's casting all right. Dark Demon number 2, it's having some malfunctions. I think I lost one of my bells. Did we lose a bell? Oh, there it is. Man, I just got starving. Starving Marvin. I had to put an extra weight on there because it wouldn't sink that dock theme or dock theme. It wouldn't sink the rattle. I didn't even want to use this sinker. It's one of them half ounce, 1.5. I got them. I like them for bumping when like 1 ounce ain't enough and two's too heavy. And 1.5s and 2.5s. Them half sizes come in handy. I got me a new bumping rod and reel. Uh, the rod is the B&M bumping rod. I ain't even caught a single fish on it yet because we haven't had any flow. And the reel, it's just some generic like PC Fun. It's not PC Fun. I forget the name of it. What the heck is the name of that? I can't remember. It ain't that Sugalang. It ain't that one. It ain't PC Fun. It is. I can't remember. So cheap, I can't even remember. But anyways, it was the only reel that I could find that could hold enough capacity. I almost got the Alios, the PC Fun Alios 400. But I don't like that reel because when you push the clicker to let the line out, the little guide that goes back and forth, the worm gear, when you're letting line out, it won't go back and forth. Like when you crank it and it's going back and forth, when you let line out, it don't go back and forth on that Alios 300 and 400. So if that little worm gear is all the way over here, your line's coming off like on an angle. It just doesn't let the line out good. But anyways, I didn't get that one because that worm gear don't go back and forth when you let the line out. Well, guess what? The other reel I got instead, it doesn't go back and forth either. And I was gonna get the Kuma Convector, I think, for bumping. But when I was looking at the specs online for line capacity and stuff, it just didn't seem sufficient. Like compared to the specs of the other one that I got. All right, we got 2 baits down. Let's get Mr. Popular out. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some bumping this winter off the boat. Because like I said, I got that bumping rod and reel and I ain't even got to catch a fish on it yet. I've had that thing for over a year. Sitting in my garage collecting dust, getting greasy. Sounds like there's a foosball game over there. Must be little kids playing because all I keep hearing is whistle, 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 whistle. I bet you I'm messing up their game if they can hear that. Can you guys hear the whistle in the background? If I can hear their whistle, then they can hear my whistle. I probably just messed up their gameplay. I hear everybody cheering. That's probably like the best time to blow the whistle when everyone's cheering, saying, go, 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 go. I call my timeout. I thought that was a rainbow behind that bridge out of the corner of my eye. It's just the clouds. One day I was out here on the boat and I turn around and kid you not, there was a triple rainbow over that bridge. And I didn't even see the third one because the bridge hid the third rainbow, but as we were moving, then I could see it, and I was me and my kid's like, look, there's a double rainbow, and then we traveled like 50 more yards, and he's like, there's a third one, and I looked, and sure enough, there was a third rainbow, and clear. I mean, I've seen 2 and 3 rainbows before, but real faint to where you can barely see them. But this day, it was 3 pisker. Yeah, I can't talk. Picturesque rainbows. Dang, it's deep here. Real deep. I can't believe that balloon's still floating, being that there's a hole in it. All right, I'm gonna get my food out, and then I'm gonna sit still, and you guys can watch the rod. I thought I lost my rod holder. I forgot I had my foot on it. Shoot, I thought it was about dark and time to go home, and now the sun's coming out. It looks like I'm gonna have more time than I thought. There's that creek we just went back in. Man, we jump off of that bridge. Used to. It's so shallow now, you'd break your neck if you tried jumping off of there. I know it's shallow there. I was on my uncle's boat long time ago, and we stopped right in front of that creek. And he jumped in the water to go water skiing. And he jumped in, and as soon as he hit the water, he let out a yell and a scream. And he's reaching his hands out for someone to grab him and help. And we didn't know what the heck was going on. And he was in the mud. He jumped and landed in the mud. It was only like 2 feet deep. Man, look at all them shad. Holy shoot. I'm going to see if y'all can see him. I'm going to put the glasses over the camera. You can barely see him. Man, I wish I had a good cast net that would sink quick with me. There's like hundreds of them right under us. It's like they're following and teasing me. All right, we got that line out. The little balloon, I can't even see it on the camera. It's so far away. Right there. But we'll know there's a fish when you hear jingling-ling-ling. All right. What fish? Are we at 4 fish? How many fish we catch, y'all? 4? Think we're trying to go for number 5. Oh, these suck. All right, I gotta get situated. I got this hat on with this mic on it, and it's got one of them little tethers to keep your hat from blowing off. But then I got these sunglasses, and then it's all tangled in my whistle. All right, there we go. I was trying to put my sunglasses on my back, out of the way. If I let them hang in the front, they'll be dangling in front of the camera, like my hat is. I gotta use hats with little strings on them so they don't get blowed off when I'm underway. All right, let's see the Dark Demon get broken in half. Who wants to see the Dark Demon snapped in two? Say aye. Not that one. That's the rest of the original. If we're gonna snap any Dark Demons, let it be the front junky one. My battery's slowly dying. It says we're charging, but it's slowly dwindling. All right. Salisbury steak time. Give me a swig. Give me a swig of this poison. And try to eat this sandwich before we catch fish number 5. Come on, fish. I haven't caught a blue cat. I don't think I caught a blue cat all summer unless I go up to the dam. If I go up to the dam, for sure, blue cats. But away from the dam, which is weird. Usually the high river's plentiful. I mean, I know down south there's way more blue cats on the Ohio River, but I used to see much more. It used to be you go fishing, and if you caught 5 catfish for the day, 2 or 3 of them would be blue cats. I don't know more. I don't know why, but the blue cats they like the dam, but I haven't caught any of them away from the dam. Yeah, they're gonna hit the baits definitely. Raw Wilson trying to eat. There's the casino. They used to have the best food. Now it's just too dang expensive. They used to have all you can eat crab, snow crab legs for $20. $20 may seem like a lot, but you could go up there and get a stack. Like you could get a stack, like 10 clusters stacked. Then no one gave you any trouble. You could say I want 10 clusters, and they'd pile 10 of them as much as you wanted. No one looked at you funny. They didn't care. All you could eat snow crab, $20. Used to tear it up. And now, $55. Guess what? I haven't ate snow crab there in like 5 years. Well, not 5 years. When Trump was president, I used to go there every Friday. And now, no way in heck am I paying $55. I can't eat $55 worth. I can eat $20 worth, not $55 worth. Dan the Man, DTM, welcome in. Thanks for stopping. We are wrapping up a catfishing trip. Well, not really. I mean, we're wrapping it up, but it ain't really like a catfishing, not a trip. We're just out here having fun, enjoying the weather, catching some catfish. I think we got 4 of them, 4 cookie cutters, channel cats. We're going for number 5. Fingers crossed, number 5 is the biggest one of the day. I always like to wrap things up on a good note. Oh, I need to stand up. I lied. I said I eat and stand. I was sitting. I just realized my legs are hurting. You guys can't see the rod really when I'm standing. And Dan the Man, the species catfish, but we're going for blue cats, channel cats, flatheads. I'm not being picky. Whatever bites. And yes, flatheads eat chicken. All you flathead fanatics out there, hear me and hear me well. My PB flathead came on chicken. And it was a beast. It took up the whole bow of the boat. I had it in the bow of the boat, and its tail was still folded and curled because it didn't have room. I had a 36-inch bump board, measuring board. It was 36 inches, and its tail was hanging off of it like 6 or 7 inches. I measured it with a tape measure. It was 40 inches. Come on, guys, hit that like. Especially if you've been watching all along and ain't hit it yet. You guys see I put in 100% effort. Get A for effort. Got 39 folks in here and 33 thumbs up. Let's get that tied. Let's get 39 likes. Let's get the likes the same as the amount of people. I was so surprised earlier when the stream ended and the app crashed and rebooted and opened back up and the live continued. I thought I was gonna have to start another one. Well, actually, I wasn't even gonna start another one. I was just gonna fish for a little bit and head home. But I opened up the app. The app opened up all by itself, and it said, "Do you want to resume the live stream?" And I hit resume, and bam, everybody. I lost everyone. It went from 80 people to 5 people, but I was surprised that the stream it continued on the one that it left off on. Usually, when I get home, there's like 4, 5, or 6 different separate streams from the same day because it crashes and loses service or freezes, and I have to start another live. But so far, this same one's been rolling. It says 100 and I guess 170 minutes. Let's see how 60, 120. Three hours and 10 minutes. Let's see what time is it. I think I've been out here longer than 3 hours and 10 minutes. If that's right, is it 170.45 the second? Yeah, I think that's 170 minutes. Unless I did have to start a second live stream and didn't realize it. Because I know I've been out here more than 3 hours at least. We're getting a bite on the balloon. I can't even find it. It's so small. There it is. That's not a bite. That's just the wind in the waves, but it did go under. Oh, there it goes again. One barge for the day. You can't beat that. I don't want to work tomorrow. I just want to wake up and go fishing. The days I do say I'm going to wake up and go fishing, things never go as planned. If I said I was going to come fishing tomorrow at 8 a.m., I wouldn't get out here till noon. Guaranteed. Something always happens where I get suckered into doing something I don't want to do. Someone asks me to do something and my mind's thinking no, but my mouth says yeah. Thanks, Heather. I want everybody hit that like button if they haven't yet. Dang it. Another barge. I spoke too soon. I see it way down yonder, around the bend. We may be all right though, because the wind's starting to push us towards the bank. And by the time that barge gets here, we might be far enough away. You guys at home are probably like, what barge? It's there. I see it's a yellow light blinking. You guys see the yellow light? Can't even see it. I can't hold the camera still when it zoomed in. And it's moving fast too. It's moving way faster. It's moving faster upriver than that last barge was moving downriver. All right. Ultra processed food down the hatch. Come on, fish number 5. Actually, that barge is moving faster than I initially thought. I thought the wind would push us out of the way, but we're gonna get honked at. And I don't want that guy to get his panties in a bunch. So we're gonna crank up and move out of its way before we get 3 loud blast. Danger, stranger, danger, danger, stranger. I'm just gonna leave that back one back there. I ain't fooling with it. And I'm moving. See? Barge. Yeah, see that blinking light in the middle? That's the first thing you're gonna see on a barge if you're out fishing. So always look for that. Oh shoot. Gotta get my keys. How dare you? How rude. Oh shoot. Want to make your butt pucker. Have a jet ski start off when a barge is coming. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. Hold your horses. All right. That one's empty too. That's all we seen today was empty barges. All right, fish number 5, fish number 5. Let's go. Can we get a fish number 5? Yeah, this line, this one don't want to cast. I can't get the line to come out of it. It's pretty deep here. Dang, it's way deeper. We're still not on bottom. Holy moly. There we go. God darn it. I want some new old stock dock demons for real. Because this is about old and sick of it. We catch any big fish on this one, we'll be done. We'll be a goner. Dang, he's flying. Yeah, I knew he's moving quick. Look how fast he's moving. Upriver, too. AEP, American Electric Power, keeping the lights on. Shoot, he's even got some tied off to the side. He's flying. Alright, we're on bottom, but we're about to have to move because we're about to be up in the bank. And when this barge weight comes, we're really going to be up in the bank. Yeah, see that big buoy up there? The orange one? That's the kind that I found on the riverbank. The only thing is, it's so big, you really can't do nothing with it. Like, there's no room on the boat unless you got like a 40-foot yacht. But on my boats, they're too small. There's no room. So it's that buoy's, or not, it's not a buoy, it's a life preserver that I found. But it's just sitting on my porch. I thought about selling it on eBay, and then I thought about how much the shipping would be. So I said, nope, that ain't gonna happen. And then I thought, well, if I ever make like a little, you know, like a little studio or a little workshop for YouTube for making videos or, indoor little how-to things, uh, that would be cool for decoration. It's so dang big, that's about the only thing it's good for. Wakey, 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 wakey. No eggs and bakey, just wakey. We might be getting a bite on the back pull. A bite or a snag. Alright, we got reel up. Alright, guys, we're going to do one more pull. One more move out to the middle of the channel to try to get fish number 5. Dang it, mine's tangled on my gun. Come on now. We gotta get moving. We ain't got time for this. Oh, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. And I just got my socks all wet. But that's no surprise being on a jet ski. Alrighty, we are about to be up in the swamp. I gotta get out of here before I get stuck. Because this is get stuck type crap. Like I said, we're gonna pull out to the middle of the channel. We'll do one more drift until we hit the bank or until the sun gets too down. Whichever comes first. Alrighty, fish number 5. Where are you? Where, oh, where could you be? This is the last chance for you fish to eat. So if you want any food, who are they honking at? It's starting that reconnect crap again. Just setting my depth halfway in the middle of the water column. Give it one more slide. Alrighty. Let some line out. And we're off. Daylight's fading, y'all. All gone. But it was fun. Alright, we're on bottom. Just got rod number 2 out. We get the back one out. Let's get rod number 1. We'll give that another little hook. Make it a little bit harder for him to steal our bait. Rod number 1 is away. Man, that bottom is hard. Haven't caught nothing on the Demon Dragon. The Rattle Trap even outperformed the Demon Dragon today. All right, this is the last drift we're doing. We will drift until we hit the bank behind us or until that sun's down too far. I'm only a 5-minute ride to the boat ramp. Wide open 5 minutes. If I go slow, it'll take longer, but when I'm racing the sun, I don't go slow. To the mat's where it's at. Travis, I didn't see you come in. Hit the thumb, don't be a bum. You tell him, Travis. Get the paddle out. No, we had the paddle. Last week, I had the paddle back to the boat trailer. I had a dead battery. Dead battery was the original first problem, but then when I put the battery back in, the little plastic, the cover that the plastic cap that covers the positive terminal, it's like a rubber boot. It got stuck underneath the battery terminal. So when I tightened the positive down, it was on that piece of rubber boot. And when that rubber boot worked its way loose, the positive terminal was loose. And that's what was giving me all my no start issues that had us paddling. But it started up every time. Knock on wood. But it started every time today, so we shouldn't have to be paddling. Wish we had more time. We'd be drifting under the 470 bridge. I haven't drifted under that bridge in a while. I think it's spring. Earlier this spring was the last time I did a drift under there. Now we drifted. Can you guys hear me now? I've been asking if anyone can hear me. No one said nothing. I had this mic receiver plugged into the bottom of the phone. I've been saying I wonder if anyone can hear me. My mic died, but this was still plugged in. And I said, I wonder if anyone can hear me when this receiver's plugged in. And no one said anything. I asked for a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and no one still said anything. You can hear me like as of the past 30 seconds. Because I've been talking away. And I just came to the conclusion that no one must not hear me. Because it said there were still 30 people in here. I gotta put this receiver somewhere before I lose it. You guys see that truck cut me off? That red Toyota? I was pulling out of the lot and they pulled right in front of me and stopped. I was about 5 seconds from losing my cool. I said I was having a good day until them clowns cut me off and stopped. There's like 100 parking spaces and they want to stop in the parking space that cuts me off. I said, what if I wasn't paying attention? It's them stopping in front of me like that when I'm pulling a trailer. I'm surprised that battery thing's still charged. It's been plugged in and going all day. I'm barefoot. Here comes the mosquitoes. Woo, that water's cold on my toes. No paddling today. Last time I had to paddle to the dang trailer. Well, at least I found out that no one can hear me when that receiver's plugged in for that microphone. Because I've had that mic die a few times and I've always wondered if people can hear me. Ooh, a little tappy tap. Now I know that the audio's muted if that receiver's plugged in still. So I learned something. Today wasn't a wasted day. I learned something, y'all. Ooh, come on, baby. Ooh. Man, I think my jet ski got water in it again because that thing's heavy. Heavier than it should be. That's it. Easy peasy. If I had a boat, I'd still be fooling with it for another 10 minutes. I'd probably still be trying to get it on the trailer. Centered. Hey Godzilla, welcome in. We just got done catching some cookie cutter catfish. We got 5 of them today. You say you just found this channel? Well, subscribe and definitely hit that notification bell because I don't have a set schedule. So there's no rhyme or reason when I go live. So just hit that notification bell and that way you'll be notified when I do go live. Now this winter, I'm gonna try to get a schedule, at least one day set in stone. Well, I'm gonna try to get a 2 days in the winter to fish, a schedule. But I'm at least gonna get 1 day set in stone, maybe 2, we'll see. Get all that water out because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be using it. Well, I know this thing could be getting winterized and this be the last time out. I doubt it. As long as we keep having 85 degree days, we're gonna keep going out. If it's 85 degrees in December, we'll be out. But it ain't gonna be 85 degrees. Anybody came in, I'm just wrapping things up. Literally wrapping things up. Well, that almost made it. Well, it did make it. It was all the way charged before we started. Not bad for the smallest one that they make. Youngstown, yeah, that's north of me. Youngstown's like an hour and a half drive north. I got a story about Youngstown, but it's kind of not proper to tell. Maybe I'll save that for a late night story some other day. Well, normally I'd put that back in there, but this thing needs charged, so we're gonna take it in the house. Who's all live right now fishing? Anybody fishing? Monday night. The only thing I know it's on is Catfish Weekly. What time? Does Catfish Weekly start at 7 or 8, y'all? Or is it Panfish Nation? I get them mixed up. I know Mondays and Wednesdays. Catfish Weekly and Panfish. I think it's Catfish Weekly's on Monday. And ouch. Them are women that cut me off. Now I feel bad that I got mad at them. I thought it was some dudes. I've been telling myself I'm gonna buy them automatic ratchet straps that you bolt to the trailer. You leave them attached to the trailer. That way you don't have to go hunting for them and trying to figure out which side goes to what. Or forgetting them. I got them on my boat. They're nice. Actually, the ones on my boat are too small as far as a safety standpoint goes. They're rated at like 1,500 pounds. And they're about as thick as these straps, maybe a little thicker. But they're more suited for a jet ski, not a boat. But what I need to do is buy a bigger, heavier duty pair. Take the ones on my boat, put them on the jet ski. Because they're rated at like 1,500 pounds, which is fine to hold it down. But if you got in an accident, they're gonna break for sure. I almost forgot my poles, y'all. Wouldn't be the first time 3 dock demons got left on the interstate. They usually stay put and not fall out if I'm just going from the river to home. But if I go out to the lake, it's like an hour drive. I lost dock demons twice like that coming back on the interstate. I was gonna do something and now I forget. Oh, I was gonna see if there's water in the hole. Nope. I could have swore there was, I mean, it was heavy when I tried to pull it up on the trailer. We caught 5 catfish. Nothing big, nothing to write home about. But we caught fish today. Anyone that just came in, we are wrapping it up. All right, everything looks good and put away. Ooh, something smells dead. Dead. It's weird, I just now started smelling it. I guess the wind probably changed. And that's why. Well, I guess I'll put my shoes on so they're out of the way. Whew, something is dead and it stinks. What kind of fishing do you do, Godzilla? My sister used to have a reptile named Godzilla. I think it was like a bearded dragon or something. All right, y'all, that's end of game. It's a wrap. Everybody watched for the long haul. Appreciate it. Anyone that just came in at the end, we just got done catfishing. We caught 5. And if you like what you saw, subscribe, hit the bell. Catch you later. You be good or be good at it.